Alright guys, BLM here, we're back with another episode of Minecraft Story Mode. We're continuing on from where we left off in the middle of episode 7. So let's go. Yeah, kind of backfired doing the episode last night. Because, I did it because I didn't think I would have time to record today, but it turns out I've had a decent amount of time to record today. I mean, I only have about half an hour now, but anyway, hopefully I don't finish this before I'm able to do the Power Rangers Survivor series, because I was kind of holding off for that, but...
What? A builder!
Make sure you don't drool on my floor now.
So you know about Palma's weakness to water, then?
Yeah, I do. I'll admit you figured it out way faster than I did, though. Once Palma caught on to its weakness to water, it started eliminating as much of this world's water as it could find. This water down here, it might be all that's left.
Sure. We'll continue on here.
I still need to activate the other cauldrons.
I would have, ideally I would shoot the PS4 collection video right now, but, I need to clear up some space on my phone first. Then again, I kind of thought about more. Maybe we could get through it pretty quickly, but whatever. I talked about before how I wanted to do, kind of a talk through, all the games that we played through this year. All the Let's Plays and everything, and I think we might as well start that now. I have nothing else to really talk about, so let's just start now. So, essentially, again, this channel started back in, November of 2017. Again, normally I would only do the 1 year, but it's we might as well do the entire channel at that point, because I only had the channel for about a month at the time of the new year anyway. So I started this in mid-November 2017, and kind of the reason why I started this channel was, Assassin's Creed Origins had just come out, a couple weeks ago, and I played it twice at that point, and I fucking loved the game, and I wanted to play it a third time, and I decided, well, if I'm going to play it for a third time, I might as well, because I've been playing around with the idea of recording, doing a Let's Play series and uploading it to YouTube. So I kind of decided, you know what, let's do it. Let's try this out. Let's go ahead and try this, see if anyone watches. No one did, but, and no one still watches, but I thought it was, a fun idea to do, because, PS4 allows you to record footage, and, it allows you to easily upload it, so it's why not? And that's kind of why I've done so many of these at this point. It's just because it's it's kind of a why not sort of thing. It's if I'm going to be playing these games anyway, it's most of the time, it's I might as well record it. There's few situations where I wouldn't be able to record when I'm playing games, so it's I might as well do it anyway. So yeah, I started with Assassin's Creed Origins. I did a not 100% completion, but I did every mission and side mission within the game, and I thought that was a lot of fun. It kind of got frustrating towards the end, to be honest, but for the most part, I thought it was fun. So I finished that. I think I finished that in about 2 weeks. It took me. It's actually, I believe, still the long. I think it was 18 days or so. It's actually still, I believe, the longest Let's Play in terms of time it took me to finish it. I think it's 1 day off of how long it took me to finish Odyssey. And it ended up being 66 episodes, which is I still think until Odyssey, it was the longest Let's Play I'd ever done. And now it's 4th. Which is weird, but at the time it was the longest, and it stayed the longest until pretty much a year later. And then after that, I moved on to Horizon Zero Dawn, which was another game that I had already played. However, at the time, it was getting nearing the end of the year. All these Game of the Year awards were happening, and obviously Horizon Zero Dawn was one of the few games I owned that was getting so much praise, because Origins didn't get a lot of praise, which I was kind of disappointed by, but Horizon Zero Dawn was getting so much praise. I already played the game. I played it twice, I think, at that point. 2 or 3 times. Really enjoyed it, but I wasn't as high on it as many other people. I thought it was a good game, but not at times, so I wanted to replay it for that reason, to see if my opinion of it went higher, and it did. I replayed the game on the channel, really enjoyed it. I got frustrated a couple points. I think the cauldrons, I did them too early, and because of that, I was just so underpowered when it came to the final bosses and the cauldrons, and that was kind of annoying. But I really enjoyed replaying that.
mind starts downloading.
And I think I took, like, the thing is, I think I took like a week break. I mean, this is weird because like at this point, like I just continuously do Let's Play after Let's Play.
Harper was the one who saved us
However,
from
then
getting
I was like
back
taking
there.
break. I took a break
Rescuing
between the
her
Origins
is the
and the
least we can
Horizon
do
Zero
as
Dawn. I think after I finished Horizon Zero Dawn, I took another like week break, and then
Going to work with her to shut Palma down.
that was when Black
Save
Friday
her
happened.
people.
Was after I finished
And that
Horizon
will
Zero. I think it was in the
hopefully
middle.
free Lucas, too.
Horizon Zero Dawn. I think I mean like with Assassin's Creed Origins, I think for the most part I stayed pretty like focused on the game itself. I think Horizon Zero Dawn, like it was like in the middle of that during Black Friday was kind of the first time where I just started talking about random shit that I wanted to talk about, and I didn't really care anymore. I mean, again, no one was watching the video, so that's kind of the point where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna talk about whatever I want to talk about. So I started talking about like Black Friday and whatever. And Black Friday happened, and I went ridiculous and bought way too much shit last Black Friday. Spent way too much money. Mind you, I believe I actually spent more this Black Friday. However, I bought a new laptop as well, so I mean that's a major. But like, without the laptop, I would definitely have spent less this Black Friday. But
too. Let's cut her.
yeah, so I
break.
mean, then Black Friday stuff started arriving, and there were a couple games I got on Black Friday I wanted to play. So for the end of the year, I mean, I played Uncharted Lost Legacy, which that only took like a few days. And it's a pretty short Let's Play. I mean, it's what 14 parts,
Good point.
and that was a 100% complete. Not 100% completion, but a like obviously doing the main story and then also doing the because like with Horizon Zero Dawn, because this was at a point where I kind of thought I was going to continue to do Let's Plays with doing all the extra stuff too, and I definitely changed that. I don't know when that happened, when I stopped doing like the extra stuff in games. I'm trying to scroll through. I think that probably started happening I mean it didn't, I'm not until ooh, god damn, it probably didn't happen until nearing the summertime. Yeah, I never realized that. Holy shit. Yeah, okay. But either way, yeah, I actually stayed with that for a while. But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, I did a lot of the extra stuff. I did the cauldrons. I tried to do some of the hunting grounds. I suck at them, so I stopped. But I mean, either way, I tried to do like everything. I did all the bandit camps. I did that sort of stuff. So yeah. And I think that took like, what, 40 episodes? 37, I think 38, I think. Stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
This is also at a point where also I mean, there was two things also going on at this point with the recording aspect of it. One, I was kind of a dumbass, and there were sometimes I made a mistake and lost episodes. I think I lost episodes doesn't, like, I think I lost one episode per Let's Play at that point, with the exception of Legacy of the Tomb Raider. And some of that was because of just myself being an idiot and accidentally exiting out before saving the video. Or it could have also been, some of it was just the game crashing. And at that point, they didn't update the recording system to save your file if the game crashed. They have now, so that part of it isn't a problem anymore. But at the time, that was a problem. So like I lost an episode of the Origins Let's Play because the game crashed. And then Horizon Zero Dawn, I think it was me being an idiot and I accidentally exited out and I lost an episode. But whatever. So Uncharted Lost Legacy, played that, really enjoyed it. It was pretty short, and then moved on to Rise of the Tomb Raider, which was the other game that which was another game that I bought on Black Friday that I wanted to play on the channel. Yeah, at this point, I was also not willing to play games that I wasn't super confident in. That's why I played, again, Uncharted Lost Legacy, because I had played the Uncharted games a billion times. I mean, Rise of the Tomb Raider, I played because I played Tomb Raider a billion times. Horizon Zero Dawn, again, I had played on my own before. Assassin's Creed Origins, I had played on my own before. I think it actually took a while for me to even play a game for the first time on the channel. Actually, I'm scrolling through right now. Yeah, it was Oxenfree. Oxenfree, of all games, was the first game I played on the channel without having ever played it before. So that's really weird as well. And yeah, really, I mean, I think the thing is, like, the way I look at my channel, too, I think there's kind of, like, eras, in a way, of, like, what I did when. What am I doing? Because it's like, I think you can definitely tell the type of games I was playing, like, kind of changes over time. Like, I think like the end of the year 2017 was kind of its own era. I mean, like, I think it kind of, it's just a separate thing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, then I played Rise of the Tomb Raider. I did a whole bunch of side quests in that. I did one of the DLCs. I didn't do the other ones. I didn't do the other ones until we did the replay, which was a couple months ago now. But, yeah, I don't know what we're doing. So yeah, that was the end of the year 2017. I took a long break, which is funny because now I like during the winter time, like I had like free time. It's just I decided not to record, which is funny because like nowadays if I have free time, I'm like, oh fuck, I need to record. But like at the time I was like, I had like 9 days, or I think more than that I didn't record at all. I didn't record at all until the new year, after I finished Rise of Tomb Raider, which was what, I think December 23rd, I think, or something. It was like a few days before Christmas that I finished it. There's that, and then I came back in the new year, and like again, everything we're gonna go through from now on was the new year, and it's ridiculous. Again, it's a ridiculous amount of Let's Plays. Like it's really ridiculous. So we started off like I decided the way I want to come back was I wanted to do the Assassin's Creed. I don't know, marathon's probably not the right word, but I want to do every Assassin's Creed game I owned up to that point. Obviously, Rogue wasn't released yet, and as of right now, 3 isn't out yet. We'll play 3 when that comes out, and then on PS4 again. I'm talking about obviously because that's how I'm recording these is through the PS4. Assassin's Creed Run obviously isn't out yet, but every other game. I mean, we did AC2, Brotherhood, Revelations, Black Flag, Unity, Syndicate, and then we did a replay of Origins, which was our first replay and actually our only replay for a while. But yeah, those were the games that we played. Again, AC2, Brotherhood, Revelations. Again, it makes sense. All those Assassin's Creed games, all of them were pretty fun. I mean, we did most of the side stuff within those games as well. I mean, with 2, we did all the tombs. With Brotherhood, we did all the tombs, all the war machines. I don't think we did the Christina missions because we didn't unlock them, but we did Da Vinci Disappearance as well. And also we did Battle for Lee and whatever with AC2. Revelations, we did Lost Archive, and then we also did...
I don't know what I would have done in your position.
Was it the Ishak Pasha armor, whatever.
We're still going to save Lucas.
Black Flag, we did the Templar Hunts. With Unity, we did Dead Kings. I don't think we did any real side stuff in Unity, but whatever. Then Syndicate, I don't think we did anything side stuff in Syndicate because I don't own Jack the Ripper still. I'm not going to spend $12 on Jack the Ripper. If it was like $5, then yeah, I'll buy it. But I'm not going to spend like $12, which is how much it is on sale. It normally is $20. So yeah, not buying that. And then we did the replay of Origins, which I tried to do a replay of it. I purposely did this, which I did this with Odyssey as well, where I replayed the game from scratch. And wanted to see how quickly we could do it. And again, initially, I believe I called it a speed run, and I kind of changed that way just because it was such a failed speed run.
That didn't do anything.
Oh, I'm an idiot, aren't I? Obviously, it's the redstone, I think.
That didn't help.
No? Okay, I guess it's not. Whatever, alright, so we did the Assassin's Creed games. That took a while. That took almost the entire month of January. Actually, I think what happened, I think AC2 through Unity. Oh yeah, I forgot, what's not even listed here is we did also play the Hidden Ones. We played the Hidden Ones in between 4 and Unity. So essentially, I mean, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 4, I think those took a total of like maybe like 15 days or so. And then we did the Hidden Ones, 100% completion. That obviously only took like 9 episodes. Like it didn't take that long. And then we went to Unity, did Syndicate. And I think in the middle of Syndicate, I think this is what happened, is that in the middle of Syndicate, like I had a whole bunch of free time just open up for like a couple weeks during that point. And or I don't even think it was a couple, I think it was maybe a week. And so during that week, I kind of crammed through a whole bunch of games. So what I did is I finished Syndicate, which I think at the time that I started, like at the time that occurred, I was only like a few episodes into Syndicate. I was only like maybe like 5-6 episodes into Syndicate. So I crammed through that. That was 24 episodes. I did that all in one day, I believe. I think I was 8 episodes through Syndicate. So I think I did like 16 in one day, which is ridiculous. Then I did Origins. I did the replay of Origins, and I finished that.
We don't have a lot.
And I think I got through most of it within one day, and then like finished like a couple episodes at the end the next morning. I think is how that worked. And the replay of Origins, it was a speed run, but not really. Then we went to I was trying to decide like what game I should play next. Again, because at this point I was still like only playing games I was like confident I could finish. Like again, at this point I don't care. I'll pretty much play any game. And then like if I don't like it, I'll just stop and delete the videos. But yeah, then so the next game I wanted to play was God of War. God of War was God of War 3. Sorry, God of War 3, which I just picked up the remastered version earlier there, and
This must be Harry.
there we go.
Okay.
And that was a lot of fun. Like God of War 3, I really enjoyed the game. I mean, the problem with God of War 3 is that there's a couple points where I got really stuck. I mean, in the flying section was the section that I got really stuck on, and that was very frustrating. But God of War 3 was a lot of fun. Finished that in one day, 14 parts. Finished that in one day, and then I decided, you know what? Let's play The Walking Dead. I want to play The Walking Dead Telltale. I've been wanting to replay it for a while, and I had just picked up during Black Friday Season 2 and New Frontier. I need Season 1. I think Season 1 went on sale just before this for like, I think it was like $8 or something, $7 or $8. So I kind of decided, you know what, I'll pick it up. I think it's a little bit like, slightly more than I would love to pay. I think like $5-6 would have been perfect, but $8, it's like what? Actually, maybe it was more. I think it was $9. Either way, I mean, so I picked it up. So we played Walking Dead Season 1, Season 2, and A New Frontier. And this is also a change in my recording stuff, as this is the first time I started using headphones. Because, I'm an idiot. I'm one. I started the channel by not using headphones. So obviously there was an echo, but I stayed far away from the screen to reduce the echo, because I knew you could use headphones, obviously, but I didn't want to. Now I mean, like every game I play, I use headphones, even if I'm not even playing it on the channel. But at the time I never did, so it was kind of weird. But yeah, I like Walking Dead. For some reason, the echo was abysmal during Season 1. So that's why I started using headphones. Was towards the end of Season 1. Actually, it might have been even Season 2. I think the entire Walking Dead Season 1 Let's Play is fucked because of that. Yeah, we played Walking Dead Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. I mean, and we did that all in like 3 days. Because, again, that was, I had nothing else to do. Nothing else was going on in my life at that point. And then, yeah, after that, stuff started happening. But, I mean, like, for that, like, week period, like, I played through most of the Syndicate, finished Origins, did God of War 3, and then played through the entire 3 Walking Dead Telltale games at that point. So that was a lot of fun. And I grew respect for Season 2. I mean, Season 2 was a season that I never liked when I first played it, but on the replay, I really, really liked it. And I don't love Season 3, but it's still fine. And we did do a replay of these down the road as well. But that was a few months down the road. So, I mean, that's all of January. Actually, I believe January ended in the middle of the Walking Dead New Frontier Let's Play. So that's January. So now we're on to February, which was a weird month, I feel like. I think it was a pretty busy month relatively for me. Oh, I remember now, construction. That's what was happening, yeah. What was happening in February was that, my house was getting renovated and whatever. And it's like, because of that, there's just a lot less time to record, and so
So that's what Palma means.
So yeah, again, I was trying to look for something that I was confident in playing on the channel. So after Walking Dead, and I was kind of thinking like maybe we'll just do all the Telltale games. We did eventually do those, but first I wanted to do Uncharted. So we did Uncharted. We did Uncharted, and I just bought the Nathan Drake collection during Black Friday, so that was kind of another reason for it. So we played Uncharted 1, 2, 3, 4, and after that we did The Last of Us. Like, we just did all the Naughty Dog games. And we'll probably do that again this year, to be honest, because I'm assuming Last of Us 2 is coming out, so we'll probably do that before that. Yeah, I mean, like, Uncharted 1, 2, 3, I mean, I got super frustrated with 3. 3 really pissed me off on the Let's Play. Whoa. But, and then 2 has its frustrating moments, but 1 has its frustrating moments, but 2's still really good. 4, I think 4, like, it's so great.
What's going on, Jesse?
And then The Last of Us is fantastic as well. I think like that took up most of February. I mean, actually, I believe Uncharted 1 we were able to finish in like one day.
I'm a zombie.
And then Uncharted 2 and 3 took a little while. Took I think until the end of the week.
From the
Uncharted
inside.
4 took a
It's
while.
like
I
some
think it took
sort
like 5 days or
mob
so,
used.
5 or 6 days.
What a
Last of Us took a little
preposterous
while.
name. I love it.
Wow.
I think Last of Us took a bit longer. We also did Left Behind,
So-
obviously. So, and then I think at the very end of the month, I started The Wolf Among Us,
Remarkable. How is this possible?
and
I've always heard
that took a long
tales
time
of
as well.
old
That was like
builders were
really when the
capable of-
construction was really happening
But this
much more
is
often.
just
For The Wolf Among
sure
Us,
you'll
and that's
figure
why
it
it
out,
took
but
so much
my
longer.
guess
And Wolf Among Us, obviously, another Telltale
like
game.
this headset
Yeah, and that was the
control
plan, was
things that are
to
hooked
do
into
Telltale
Palma.
games. I mean, so yeah, I kind of wanted to go back and forth. I mean, I kind of this is I think also when I started. I don't think it started. Did it start here? Actually, yeah, it looks like it might have started here. Or no, I think it started later. But like this is when I first came up with the like kind of the idea of going back and forth between like a real game, like a gameplay based game, and then a narrative game, and going back and forth. So it's like it was like Uncharted and The Last of Us, which are like more game games where you're actually doing stuff, and then going to Telltale, and then right after Wolf Among Us, which is now in the March, we did Tomb Raider 2013. So yeah, we did that, which
I guess visitors aren't
again, I mean, like a more game sort of game, and then we went to Tales from Borderlands.
Tower up there. But that's not going to help you get back down once you
And I think
free
at this
Harper and
point, this is what was
Lucas.
happening at this point,
Yeah.
was that we were essentially waiting for Curse of the Pharaohs. Curse of the Pharaohs, Assassin's Creed Odyssey's DLC, or Assassin's Creed Origins DLC. We were waiting for Curse of the Pharaohs, and we were just trying to fill up time. Again, I ended up finishing Tomb Raider in I think a day. It was not that long. Then we moved on to Tales from Borderlands. That took a couple days, like 3 or 4 days. Again, was like pretty good. I love Tales from Borderlands. I think the Let's Play went pretty well. The problem with the Let's Play though is a lot of copyright claims because of the music. Sorry about that. And then we moved on to Guardians of the Galaxy, which again, this is the point where I was trying to fill up time. And again, at this point, I wasn't super confident in one, my ability to finish games quickly, and two,
like sand.
with
Stuff gets
playing games that I wasn't like that I haven't played before. So because of that, I decided, you know what, let's do Guardians of the Galaxy again. We might as well continue off this Telltale sort of thing here. Because yeah, I was trying to play all the Telltale games. I mean, Tales from Borderlands, Wolf Among Us, and the other one. No. And Walking Dead we already did, so it's like, well, I guess we'll do Guardians of the Galaxy, and
all the other zombies.
I really didn't like it. I mean, I think Guardians of the Galaxy was the first time I did. I mean, Tomb Raider wasn't great either. I didn't love playing Tomb Raider, to be honest, that time. I did like it a lot more in the replay. But that playthrough that we did on the channel, I mean, that was a replay. But I mean, the replay we did on the channel wasn't my favorite.
Let's see what I can craft.
But Guardians of the Galaxy, I really just did not like Guardians of the Galaxy on the replay. Like, it really was sucky. So, but yeah, we got through that. That took like only like 2 days, 2 or 3 days. Like, it was super short. And I was like, fuck, we still have a lot of time. And a PSN flash sale was going on at that point. So I was like, well, let's see if there's anything on the PSN that we can buy. And that's when I bought Oxenfree. Oxenfree was like $5. I kind of decided, you know what? I think it'll be fun to play this. I think it'll be fun to play Oxenfree. I'd never played it before, but it's like another like sort of like Telltale-esque sort of game, like Telltale / like Firewatch sort of game. So I was like, okay, we'll play it. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, it only took 4 hours. We finished it pretty quickly. But I mean, like, I think it took a course of like 3 days. And yeah, we finished it. We finished Oxenfree. That led us up until the Curse of the Pharaohs came out, and we 100% completed Curse of the Pharaohs. Took about 9 hours. That was fun. Yeah, I mean, like, Curse of the Pharaohs is something I'm really mixed on nowadays. But at the time, I really enjoyed it. And then New Game Plus came out the previous month for... Oh, I think I forgot Discovery Tour. Discovery Tour we played in February, I think. I think after Wolf Among Us. Or in between Wolf Among Us and Last of Us, I think. Yeah, I think that's when it was. So, yeah, I mean, but New Game Plus had come out, and I hadn't played New Game Plus yet, and I was waiting for all the DLCs to come out. Because at that point, I kind of wanted to rush through the games in New Game Plus, and we did. And it was fun. Played through Origins, Origins again, New Game Plus, which I think makes me respect Origins a lot more. I think I like Origins a lot more with the New Game Plus. That's kind of why I'm kind of waiting until New Game Plus before Odyssey comes out to really,
I'm a skeleton now.
pick which one I... Did the voice just change? Did it just go to Patton Oswalt?
Jesse, what
Whatever.
are you doing?
Technology is so awesome.
So yeah, I mean, we did New Game Plus. That was a lot of fun. Finished all 3 DLCs. All 2 both DLCs and the main game. And 21 episodes, so about 10 hours. So I mean, again, that was pretty fast. I think we did it faster a bit later. We'll talk about that. But yeah, I mean, that was the 3rd playthrough of Odyssey, or of not Odyssey, of Origins. And I was kind of hesitant to play a game for a 3rd time, like, because essentially the way of the way I did videos was the first playthrough would be called playthrough, second playthrough is replay, and then if it's a New Game Plus, we call it New Game Plus. But I didn't want to do anything beyond that. We did end up going beyond that, and we'll talk about that a bit later with the series. But yeah. So next up, after Origins, it was kind of like, I didn't really know what we were doing, really. I mean, like, because that's where a lot of the channel had been built up on at that point. We started with Origins, and then I was like, okay, we'll play games until the DLCs come out, and then the DLCs came out, and then there's really no set goal. I mean, there's no real plan there afterwards. So, I mean, again, during that Oxenfree sale, I bought a couple other games. During that flash sale, I bought Unfinished Swan, and I bought Firewatch. And to be honest, I think I paid a bit more than what I would have liked for both of those. I mean, I think Firewatch was like $8, Unfinished Swan was like $6. A bit higher than I would like to pay, but we did play those on the channel. Finished them both pretty quickly, all within one day, I think, both of them. Like, I think what happened is I played Unfinished Swan at night. I finished it during one night session, and then the next day, through the next day, and then by the end of that, like, by the end of the night session on that day, we finished both games. So, but yeah, really enjoyed both of those games. I had already played Firewatch before at that point, but I had never played Unfinished Swan. So I think both of those were fun though. And then that was kind of where we were at the point where it's like, well, what should I do now? I mean, and I had already played The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 is a game I just finished at that point. Oh yeah, another thing that was going on in February, I forgot. Well, all the construction was going on. That's why there's kind of less videos in February. I was also playing Persona 5 at that point. And I think I just finished The Witcher 3. I think The Witcher 3 I played throughout January and February. I think I finished in February. And then Persona 5 took up pretty much most of my February. And that's why there's also less videos during that point, because I was also playing Persona 5 on the side. So, and like since then, I don't think I've played a game on my own since then. I think that was the last game I played on my own. So yeah, but yeah, then the rest, like essentially, The Witcher 3 was the rest of March. The rest of March and the first few days of April. I think we finished The Witcher 3 on my birthday, which is April 3rd. We finished that, yeah, in April. So yeah, we finished The Witcher 3. We did that in 61 episodes, I think. And again, we were doing not 100% completion, but we did every side quest that was associated with the main quest. Like every single time a main quest like activates a side quest, we did it. So it took 61 episodes, and then I had never played Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine at that point, because like when I played The Witcher 3, I just finished the main game. I never did the DLCs, so we decided to do the DLCs on the channel, and those were a lot of fun. Those were really good. I mean, I really loved both of those, and I played both of those on the channel. That was really fun. And then that took 97 episodes total, which is actually the exact same amount as what Origins took me to do those, to do Origins and then the DLCs. Both of them are 97 episodes. So.
Quick, follow me.
Yeah. And then we moved on to April, and I think April's kind of, I mean, I shouldn't say it's a turn. I think after April is really the turning point, but April is like kind of a bit of a change. So I mean, what we end up doing is there's another PSN flash sale. Back to the Future went on sale for $6, Telltale. And I decided, you know what, we'll buy it. We'll give it a shot. Because I had played it back when it first came out, but I haven't played it since. So I replayed it, and I didn't care for it, to be honest. I really didn't care for it, but we gave it another shot, and yeah, it is what it is. And that took a few days. I mean, yeah. I think there was some family stuff going on at that point as well, so I mean, yeah, there's some stuff going on. And after that, I don't know. To be honest, we replayed The Walking Dead. And to be honest, I don't know why we replayed The Walking Dead. Like, I don't really know why we did that. I know I had always wanted to replay Walking Dead with Opposite Decisions. I knew that was something I wanted to do on the channel. But I don't know why I did it then.
Jesse,
To be honest, it was probably just because like I felt like I was running out of games, even though I really wasn't. I had a lot of games to play. And I think that's proven by how many Let's Plays we've done since then. But,
Jesse, what's going on?
okay, well, by the way, I'm probably going to end the episode soon.
I'll be back to
So we did
rescue
that. We did the
Take care of
replay
you,
of
I
Walking Dead. Was able to do everything a bit quicker as well. I mean, and Walking Dead Season 2 is the exact same length. Walking Dead Season 3 is 2 episodes shorter. Walking Dead Season 1 is like 5 episodes shorter. Yeah, and then that's when Rogue Remastered came out. That's when Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered came out. It was $30. And I was hesitant to buy it. However, eBay was having their, it was like a 20% off thing going on, or I forgot when. It was somewhere around there. And so I decided, you know what, let's buy it from eBay. Let's buy a PAL version from eBay, a physical copy. So I did that. Bought it, got it for around 25 bucks, played it on the channel, and yeah, I mean,
and get inside
it is what it is. And then after that, decided, you know what, let's play the final Telltale game that I owned. I mean, I actually, no, I had Batman. But I didn't want to play Batman until the Enemy Within, which I didn't get until recently. But, so the last Telltale game that I had that we hadn't played at that point was Game of Thrones. So we played Game of Thrones right afterwards. And that took a little while. And then after that, we did Mass Effect Andromeda, which was another game that I wanted to replay. I played it once when it came out, and I didn't really care for it, but decided to give it a shot, and we 100% completed it. I mean, didn't want, no, again, 100% completion is not the right word, but we did every mission and side mission. It took 57 episodes, so about 30 hours, and it was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed Mass Effect Andromeda on the replay. Again, not as much as the original trilogy, obviously, but I really enjoyed it.
No, that's perfect.
That was fun, and then
But how are we supposed to destroy
this
these
is kind of the
spiders?
turning
Or
point, I
whatever we're
think,
looking
for me. But, well,